So Christine, 2 days away from a 200th cap for Canada. I don't know how aware you've been of that, but when you hear that number, what does that mean?
It makes me feel old. No, I mean, it's just it's a huge honor, and it seems like just yesterday I was playing in my first cap in Portugal. But no, I just can't believe it's come to this.
I mean, it's 200 caps at the senior level, but everybody was aware of you at the U19s in 2002. Starting really then, I guess, what's it been like watching this game and the women's game develop in Canada?
It's been an incredible journey. From that 2002 Under-19 World Championship to where we are today. We've had our highs and lows, but I think the game is getting better. I think Canada is embracing the game more and more, and hopefully, with the World Cup coming up, I think the sky's the limit with where this sport can go.
You've seen teammates come, you've seen teammates go, but you've sort of been the constant. You're almost always getting 90 minutes every single game. As a competitor, what does playing the game and playing it as hard as you can for 90 minutes mean?
No, I mean, you're representing your country. Obviously, I love this sport. It's the reason why I still play is I love competing. I love playing with my teammates. I love representing Canada, and I love to win. And I think once that passion leaves, that's when you call it a career. But I just absolutely love it, and there's no greater thrill than representing your country in the world stage.
I mean, it's 200 now, but as you mentioned, 2015 is on the radar. After that, there's an Olympics right after that as well. 200 is a nice round number, but do you have an idea in your mind how much further it'll go?
I have no idea. I think most of the players on this team are sort of World Cup, Olympics, and then sort of reevaluating things. But right now I see no end. Assuming I can stay healthy, and the coach keeps picking me, I'll be around.
And you started your first international, sort of when you came onto the international stage, as I mentioned, was the 2002. That ended with a silver medal for Canada. 2015. Where do you guys want to go? Obviously, you know the answer, but how far do you guys want to take that?
I mean, obviously, we want to get on the podium again. I think. Obviously, we all want to say we want to win the World Cup in our home country, but we've got a long way to go. I think our games recently have shown that we don't want what happened in London to just be a one-time thing. We want to build this program so that we're a constant podium threat. And we've got a lot of work to do with this team, with youth teams, to make sure that happens.
And you look over at the men's side of things, and the results have been tough, while you guys have really sort of been the standard bearer of Canada soccer. And that's kind of an oddity in a way in the world game. You see where the men are obviously the priority. Maybe the U.S. where the women, win the World Cup on a regular basis. But for Canada to be one of the leading nations in carrying the women's game forward, and you being so central to that, how does that make you feel?
I mean, my goal is to leave this sport better than when I joined the national team, and I think that's obviously my goal, my teammates' goal, to try and have it so that the young players coming in don't face the same problems we did when we first made the national team. And I think we've done a lot of work in that space, and just the environment continues to get better.